Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to the Streamline monthly training for October 2023. We're excited to finally announce the integration between the compliance engine, or BrYcer, and Streamline. We've prepared a quick slideshow this morning, and we'll get into the administrative portion of the system and show you the integration there, and then show you the integration on the mobile application. Kevin Brown, who's done majority of the work from the development side of this, is going to present this morning. So Kevin, I'm going to turn it over to you. Go ahead.
All right. Thanks, Justin. So basically we're going to talk about the integration between BrYcer, the compliance engine, and that we are now getting data from them that can now be viewed and displayed inside of Streamline. So our first thing, there's some basic requirements that you have to have. First of all, you have to have an active account with the compliance engine, obviously. The second thing on our end is that you need to migrate away from the legacy system that you're in now, which is what we call 6, or it's basically the older system. And you need to migrate to our newer system, which is our enterprise, or what we sometimes refer to as the 7 system. So a couple quick things about that. It's not going to, first of all, there's going to be minimal training because it's basically the same user interface, but you're going to get some better security, the ability to integrate with department directory services and identity providers for that single sign-on experience. You get some advanced email and reporting capabilities for inspection reports. And it's just a better, cleaner system. And like I already mentioned, that there's little to no training needed really for the end user. So you can pretty much hit the ground running. Okay, what you're going to get in the integration, you're going to get a real-time view of the following major data sets that TCE has. One is the basic premise information, the basic premise profile information, and then what they have in not all departments use it, but a lot do, and that's the premise inventory information. So that's the information that's going to be displayed in Streamline. Those basic information, you're going to see that for each premise. The components in Streamline, there is a matching process, and there's a couple matching pages where you're matching a premise to an occupancy. There's the occupancy detail TCE page. That's going to give you the lowdown of an individual occupancy in its detail area. It's going to let you see what premise is matching to it, and the premise profile and premise inventory information to it. Then there's a couple columns available in the main occupancy grid to help you do scheduling and things of that nature, because you'll be able to see the compliancy level of a premise. And then all of the occupancy detail information is available on a page in the app. And it's a simple checklist that you drag and drop onto your existing template, and it's there. No real configuration on your part to add it to the app. You just add it to your inspection template. So some of the future we're working on, basically down the road, we're striving to get more information, more detailed information, listing of deficiencies, better viewing of reports, and down the road with Streamline, on the Streamline end, is linking some of the premise inventory to your systems down the road. The first 3 are basically TCE is improving their interface, and once they improve their interface, then we're going to grab it and display that information. And if you want this for your system, you have to contact your sales representative, or contact our support department and let them know that you want to integrate this. This includes if you don't have TCE and you want to include TCE, you want to look into their services, you can still contact our sales department. So this is the basic login here. This is your department page that you would landing page that you start with. So the first thing we're going to discuss is the mapping. So we'll come here to the property area, and you'll notice once you get this, you'll have another menu item, and there's two directions you can go from. You can go from the Streamline occupancies to match the available TCE. The best way that I've seen to match this is that all of your occupancies aren't going to have a premise. They're not all going to have systems that are in the TCE system. So the best way to go is from the TCE over to the Streamline system. And you're going to come up with a basic matching page. And most of these are already matched in a lot of cases. So you'll see that there'll be occupancies on this side that aren't matched. But if you look here on this side, you have only 26 TCE premises that aren't matched. And so what this allows you to do is you'll look at, there's a matching factor. If when the system first pulls in your data, it's going to give it a matching factor. If it matches 100% to the property ID over to the TCE reference number, it's an immediate match and you have to do nothing. And the system will do all this automatically in the background. And then on top of that, it will also go through several other criteria and assign a matching factor to it, and which these have already been matched. So this is all that's left, is that there was absolutely no commonality between these guys right here and the premises and then the occupancies in our system. But you do have the capability of looking at this, doing some searching, finding a property, say it's this one here, and then hit the link, and now that matches the two properties together. And now anything that comes in for this TCE premise will go to that property. And that's the whole premise behind this. And there's also functionality that if I don't have a property for this, say I don't have a property for this one in my system and I need one because TCE has information I don't have, you can create a property from here. And what it does is pre-fill in all the information that we have from TCE, and now you can create your property on the fly and match. So you have that functionality to manage the relationship. It also gives you, if you look at something like this one here and it's not there, and it's a demolished building, well, now you can also help manage your TCE information. So once you have all those matchings together, then whenever something happens to that premise in TCE, you will get that information near real-time update for that premise. That update will come from TCE when they receive an update, almost near real-time. And then our system will process all that information and then send it out, even to the point of updating the app in a near real-time situation. So if the person inspecting the sprinkler system enters the data, you will see that in near real time from your app. So let's go look at that in a property. So we have some properties here, and so if you look here, and these are the extra columns you can add. So this is the premise ID related to the property, and then this is its compliancy level. And so now you have the capability of bringing up all the deficient ones and maybe send out an inspector on the deficient properties and get their inspections up to date. It allows you to see all this in real time. So we'll come in here and look at one of them. So we'll look at these in here, and we'll go in to look at the full data. So this area down here is our full risk management pre-plan area, where you can do all your risk management, all your pre-incident planning, and all that stuff down here. Well, right here, you look at the top here, we have TCE information. When you click on it, now you can see the history of this property as related to TCE. So you can see that we have a deficient fire alarm issue right here. We have a deficient sprinkler system. And what has happened is they're deficient because there's deficiencies in the process. And that is part of the future where their TCE is going to send us that information. Also, you'll be able to view it. But for right now, you'll see it's deficient. So now you could send an inspector out to take a look at it, however you wanted to do. And if your department uses the premise inventory, that is down here. For the most part, these are the same. There'll be a few extra records, like if you had multiple sprinkler system, as I understand it, you'll get multiple sprinkler systems done. But in this case, it's just a single one for the premise profile. And then if you so need to, you can click this link right here, and it takes you right to the TCE information, and you can log in at this point with your normal login and go to that property and take a look at it live right there. So we'll go back to this. And then so once all this is in place and the matching's there, you can go over here to your templates and you can manage your checklist. And if you look here on the system, see where it says compliance engine? That is a system checklist. And if compliance engine, you drag and drop it over here. There's no configuration. It's all fully ready to go. And when you schedule an inspection for an occupancy that is matched or linked to a TCE premise, you will get all the information live, real time on your app. Now let's show that here. So once you have it set up and you sync, now we have some occupancies here that we're just out doing an inspection. And so now when you click, say, one of them here, and you go in and you start your inspection, you'll notice here, you'll have now, here's that checklist, the compliance engine. You click on this and you now can see the real-time information just the same as you did in admin portal. Here's all the information about it. Here's your link to go directly to the TCE system, or the compliance engine system. Here is the premise profile information. The most recent's at the top, and it's going to tell you these two right here are deficient. And then if you have that functionality with TCE, here's all your premise inventory information. Most everybody operates from right here, so you will see right off the bat that I need to check on the fire alarm, the hood systems, both hood systems, in the fact that these are not compliant for some reason. They're current, they've been inspected, but there's deficiencies here that I need to check on. Like I said, if you want this system, if you want TCE, or if you want your TCE integrated with your system in Streamline's, contact your sales representative and or our support department, and we will start setting you up.
That's correct. Thanks, Kevin. We will do another training on this as we begin to make updates to this. We'll do another training of this, and we'll be demoing this to any department that wants more information on this. Please contact us. We can demo you through this, talk to you in a little more detail about how to get this implemented into your system. And like I said, we'll do another training on this. So Kevin, appreciate you doing this today. If you guys have any other questions, like Kevin said, please contact sales or support, and we'll walk you through any questions that you guys have on this.